And welcome back to Take One Gaming. This is Ash, and today I wanted to talk about tournaments. There are 4 sections I would like to discuss tournaments with you about. First of all, we'll talk about characters. Second, when to join a tournament. Third, when to attack in a tournament. And fourth, what are the upcoming events, tournaments right now. So first, we'll talk about orcs. One of the first teams I would suggest in developing in Dragon Champions is your orc team. And so you need orcs to get Soleus. And since Soleus is one of the best characters right now, I would prioritize farming your orcs. And in turn, those orcs will help you in tournaments. I'll go through the 5 main orcs in the top line here and what they could contribute to a tournament. So we'll look at Tromgar here. And if you look at his tags, he's got clans, orc, defender, dragon slayer, and leader. There aren't a lot of dragon slayers in the game right now, and he's definitely one of the best characters in game. He can be used as a leader or as a tank. He can be a plug-and-play tank in pretty much any squad, and it'll make your tournament team better. Next, we will talk about Mar. As you can see, Mar has the tags clan, orc, fighter, warrior, and gladiator. There are some tournaments where you need more than one warrior, so he makes a great addition to any tournament team needing one of these tags. Next, we'll talk about Mortha. Mortha, her tags are clan, orc, healer, and gladiator. There are some tournaments that need more than one healer, so Mortha is going to be a healer you are going to be using for Soleus anyway, so you might as well gear her and even put some scrolls on her abilities. She's not the best healer, but if you don't have any other healers, she will do. Next, we'll go on to Korkrum. Korkrum I haven't used too much in tournaments, but as you can see, his tags are clan, orc, fighter, and mage. I know there was one tournament where you needed multiple mages, so if you didn't have one, he could fill that spot. Next, we'll move on to Rantha. Rantha has the tags clans, orc, fighter, ranger, traveler, and leader. You don't see the traveler tag too often, and since you're going to need her for Soleus, she will be a good addition to a tournament team if you need somebody with the tag traveler or ranger. Those 2 tags aren't used that often. Let's check out Sharp. Sharp has quite a few tags that come in handy. He has the order, elf, fighter, warrior, and bounty hunter. Some of the tournaments you need more than one warrior, so if you're going to develop him into unlocking Ember, well then he can be a good addition to your tournament teams. There are tournaments that require more than one, sometimes 2 or 3 warriors in one tournament, so he could be a good place as your 3rd warrior in a team. Same thing with bounty hunter. Some tournaments require more than one bounty hunter. Next, we'll talk about Snorri. Snorri, as you can see, his tags are order, human, tactician, warrior, and dragon slayer. Now, Snorri's DPS is really good. There are some tournaments where you need more than one dragon slayer, so he would fit that role. Same thing with warrior. That sometimes you need 2 or even up to 3 warriors in one tournament, so with his DPS he would be a great addition to any team. Now I'm going to talk about some dragon slayers. I've gone over Snorri and Tromgar. Those 2 are really good to develop. They will be good in tournaments, and to help you get through all of the PvE nodes. Friezard is another good Dragon Slayer. His DPS is really good too. So if you put some of your resources into Friezard, like scrolls and gear, he is a definite great addition to a tournament team. Now we will talk about healers. As of right now, Soleus is the best healer in the game. There are some tournaments that require more than one healer, so I would develop at least 2 healers. I really like Xantara. She pairs great with my Kyra. Chi is a really good healer too. If you have Soleus, like I said, right now, he is the best healer in the game, so he would be my number 1 pick if I had him unlocked. I haven't summoned him yet, but if I did have him, he would be my number 1 pick for healers, unless there's a healer that could fit multiple tags in a given tournament. Next, we'll talk about Warrior. Like I said, Snoria is really good DPS, and he's got the Warrior tag. Same thing with Mar. Mar can have great AoE DPS just like Snorri. So those 2 would be on the top of my list to develop as characters. Revel and Puncherface, I heard, are really good too, but as you can see, I haven't summoned them, so I don't have any personal experience using them. And I'm hearing really good things about Eric Shieldbreaker. Now let's talk about Bounty Hunters. And as you can see, Venomate and Kyra are both Bounty Hunters, and they work really well together. There could be a 3rd Bounty Hunter if you need it, if you can't get Venomate or Kyra. But if you also look, Wonder Lula is really good. She just got nerfed a little bit, but she still is really good in game. Now I'm going to talk about demons. As you can see from my roster right now, I have Xantara, Kyra, and Venomate, all 3 unlocked. They're all 3 very, very good characters, and I would recommend farming them whenever you have the chance. Not only are Venomate and Kyra both demons, they are both bounty hunters too. So if you need 2 bounty hunters on 1 tournament team, they have synergy with each other, and they would be a great addition to any tournament team you're running. And now I'm just going to talk about goblins. As you can see, I have not summoned my goblins other than Adam. There's been at least 1 tournament that called for a goblin and a defender, so Adam can fill both of those roles in your. Now I will talk about when to join a tournament. One of the first things you have to think about is if you're going to level out of a certain level bracket in a tournament. So if you are close to leveling, it would be better to jump into your tournament group before you level. So the different brackets in leveling are level 30 to 40, 41 to 51, 52 to 60, 61 to 70, and 71 to 80. If you look at, say if you're looking at the 30 to 40, if you are level 39 or level 40 and you're about to level, I would jump into the group. That way you are at the top of that group bracket, whereas if you join after you level, you would be at the bottom. So let's say you're level 40 and you're almost 41, join the tournament just to get in there, get your qualification done before level. That way you are at the top of the bracket, not at the very bottom of the next bracket. So if you went up to level 41, you would be going up against players that are level 41 to 51. But if you join before you hit 41, you will still be in the bracket level 30 to 40. Otherwise, if you're not going to level, some people like to join as soon as possible, and some people wait up until the very last minute to join. For me, if I'm at the higher end of a bracket, I like to go in early and try to stay at the top, and I will use my tickets, use them throughout the day. Or if I'm at the bottom of bracket, I'll wait until the last minute and then join the tournament group I will be in and hope that a lot of people have just joined, and that way you still have 24 hours to get some battles in and hopefully move up the bracket towards the top. And now third, when do you attack? Like I said, if I know I'm going to be at the top of a bracket, I will attack frequently and try to build up my score to get as high in that certain bracket as I can. But if I'm at the lower end of the bracket, I will do my qualifier and just stay at the 1-0 record for that tournament up until the last moments of that tournament. But I will go in and check my tournaments every so often and see where I fall in the bracket according to rank. And lastly, I'll talk about the tournaments that are ongoing and the tournaments that are coming up. As you can see, the tournaments Poisoned and Fight Club are ongoing right now. There is 1 day and 9 hours left of both of them. And as you can see, the qualification on Fight Club hasn't ended yet. And for a list of the tournaments, you can go to the website beadc.info/tournaments, and it'll tell you when tournaments are starting and when they end and what the rewards are. I will leave a link in the description of my video for that website. So for the upcoming tournaments, we have How to Slain a Dragon, which will be running from November 25th to November 27th. Infernal Pizza, November 27th through November 29th. Adventure Time, November 27th to November 30th. Cat's Look, Grace of Potato. Okay. So Cat's Look, Grace of Potato, November 29th through December 1st. Clans Artillery will run December 1st through December 3rd. Eagle Watch, December 5th through December 8th. Woolen Hell, December 8th through December 10th. Atomic Squad, December 10th through December 12th. Treasure Hunt, December 12th through December 14th. Strategy of Defense, December 14th through December 16th. And Union of Wisdom, December 16th through December 18th. There are 2 other tournaments that will be running during this time period, but we do not have a date as of yet, and that would be the tournaments that will have rewards to earn shards for Nightiel and Wonder Lula. How to Slay a Dragon requires Sengiel and 2 Dragon Slayers. Infernal Pizza requires Salvador and 2 demons. Adventure Time requires Sharp, a Dragon Slayer, and a Traveler. Cat's Look, Grace of Potato requires Darian and Hera, and will require 1 more human and 1 more pride. Clans Artillery, you need Sergeant Pigwald and Rantha, and also 1 other orc and 1 other goblin. Eagle Watch requires Venomate and Snorri, and 3 other order characters. Woolen Hell requires Master Duo and Puncherface, and also 1 other panda and 1 other demon. Atomic Squad, you need Adam, a Pride, and a Ranger. Treasure Hunt requires Corkum, a Warrior, and a Dragon Slayer. Strategy of Defense requires Kinley, a Healer, and a Tactician. Union of Wisdom requires Kagi and Illyria, and also 1 other Elf and 1 other Pride member. And looking at the previous tournament, which awarded Wonder Lula shards, you needed Kelrian, Robin Bad, another human, and another elf. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up on this video, and leave me a comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.